South African journalists are tonight gathering at Mary Fitzgerald Square in Newtown in central Johannesburg to honor the memories of other reporters killed in the Israeli war on Gaza. More than 80 reporters are reported to have died since the Israeli army started its military operation in the Palestinian territory. That was after attacks by the Palestinian armed group Hamas on the 7th of October that killed about close to 1,200 people in Israel. As things stand, over 25,000 Palestinians have been killed by the Israeli army in Gaza. Newzroom Afrika reporter Juniour Khumalo is at that vigil in Johannesburg tonight. Juniour, what are the local reporters saying about the safety of media and the suffering, in fact, of other reporters in the Gaza Strip?
Good evening to you, Tembegile, and to our viewers. Yes, as you can see, I'll just step out of the shot just to show you the number of journalists from South Africa who have gathered here just to commemorate the lives of other journalists lost in that genocide, basically, that is occurring in Gaza. Apparently, 83 journalists have lost their lives in that war in Gaza. 76 of these journalists are actually Palestinian journalists. So South African journalists have gathered here today just to commemorate the lives of those journalists that have been lost and just to stand in solidarity with the people of Palestine. But it's not only just the journalists here from South Africa, it's also civil society organizations as well as members from the ANC. We know that more NEC members from the ANC are set to join this gathering here today. Already some of the NEC members have come here to basically pay their respects, and the program itself is set to get underway, and we're just going to hear some of the sentiments from South African journalists speaking about the atrocities that are happening in Palestine, including the killing of journalists Tembegile.
And, Juniour, one of the main concerns from the local reporters has been that with every journalist who's killed, the role of the media in covering and exposing especially the suffering of civilians in Palestinian territories, or in Gaza specifically at the moment, that is taken away.
Indeed. So some of the reports coming out are that some of these journalists are actually targeted intentionally. Yes, there hasn't been any proof to this, but that's the reporting that has come out, that some of the journalists are targeted intentionally so that they do not report on the atrocities that are happening in the Gaza Strip. We know that even journalists who were trying to go and basically report on what was happening were not allowed by Israeli forces into the Gaza Strip to go and report. Not only that, but also UN officials who are trying to bring in aid into that space are also not being allowed into that territory as well. But there was that ruling on Friday that has basically declared that the Israeli government should ensure that food aid as well as basically reporters who would want to go there and report on the issue can be allowed to go and report. Tembegile.
Juniour Khumalo, thank you very much for that update. We'll come back live to you as that vigil begins.